circumstances develops that.
So Gabriel, that was a very interesting study about kingdoms. Did you know that much about kingdoms before we started?
No.
So just in review, we've got about 5 minutes before our dinner starts. What is a kingdom?
It's a government.
That's exactly right. And we have kingdoms even in the earth today, correct?
Yes.
And our study highlighted which government?
We're talking about Jehovah.
Right, God's.
God.
Exactly, God's kingdom. And you remember we read a little bit about the global preaching work that we're involved in today? What is that kingdom doing by means of that preaching work today?
It is already uniting a great crowd of people people from all nations.
From all nations. So that makes it a little bit different than governments that we've heard of today. It's usually one government, one nation. But this one is comprised of people from all kinds of backgrounds, correct?
Yes.
And it says millions of meek people. How many millions, do you remember how many millions are already subjects of this kingdom today?
Over 8 million.
Over 8 million. So that's bigger than some countries, isn't it? And it talks about meek people becoming part of the government. What are meek people?
Meek people are nice, loving, and they love Jehovah people.
That's it. That's the kind of people we're talking about. So we also talked about that kingdom providing protection for when it comes and destroys the present wicked system of things, which is Armageddon. And in order for them to become benefactors or become government, what they call constituents, people that are protected under that government, what do they have to do right now?
They have to obey the laws of the government.
Okay, and subject themselves to who?
They have to subject themselves to Jehovah. Jesus.
To Jesus. And why is Jesus the king of God's kingdom?
Because Jehovah handed it to Jesus.
He did. And he allowed him to do some very significant things with that government. In fact, in Revelation 7, 9, 14, 16, and 17, let's look at that one scripture just because you were really impressed with what they were doing. Paragraph 17. Why don't you read that for us?
Okay.
Revelation 7, verses 17.
Okay. It says, because the Lamb who was the mightiest of the throne will shepherd them and will guide them to springs of water and life, and God will wipe out every tear from their eyes.
So those are some pretty significant things. And again, who's that lamb that they're talking about?
They're talking about Jesus.
Exactly. And then we talked about a period of 1,000 years. Do you remember that? What happens during that 1,000 years where Jesus is ruling?
The earth will become a global paradise.
It sure will. The Bible, right out of the brochure, it says that God's original purpose for mankind will actually be accomplished. So that's a big deal. We want to know what God's kingdom accomplished. It accomplished making a worldwide paradise. But in addition to that, it says at the end of the 1,000 years, what happens with Jesus being the king?
He'll hand it back to his father Jehovah.
He'll just give it right back? How do we know that that will really happen?
Because Jesus has trusted Jehovah up to death.
That's right. Jesus died and showed that he was trustworthy, and so Jehovah knows he'll give that kingdom back. Besides, in the first place, Jehovah gave him authority over everything except Jehovah's kingship, which is universal sovereignty.
Yeah.
So David asked the question, do you know someone who you would like to tell about God's kingdom?
Maybe like schoolmates.
You just started school. You got, what, 30 new kids in your class? At least? So that's a good little territory just for you. One final scripture we'll look at is in Psalms 37, 10, 11, and 29. And this will give you the ammunition you need and the courage you need to talk to them in a way that will catch their attention. 37, 10, and 11 reads, just a little while longer, and the wicked will be no more. You will look at where they were, and they will not be there. But the meek will possess the earth, and they will find exquisite delight in the abundance of peace. Why don't you read my favorite scriptures, verse 29.
Okay. It says, the righteous will possess the earth, and they will live on it forever.
Wow, so this kingdom government sure is gonna accomplish a lot in a very small amount of time. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Good. Well, let's go ahead and say a closing prayer and then we'll get to dinner.